Ye Nensoko TV Uboroso bw'umugusi.
Chitariki ni komi chomutinyo gatatu mwaka w'ekiri bubere 2025 noyomo Ensa Eyemo yabona mugorobo mwancho muriria nogasemeria kwa nibina kwabere kugutwara uburigeria borobia kegima nebiro binde nande tokumerana asemesa ya mangana magia ngomanye nare yabere kagwateka korwa chinsemo inyoro mwancho murigeria nabo gotobwatia gwetera sensemeri emitandao Facebook nabo YouTube gwetera Ensoko TV. Lene nkerubo Frida lyokoneke bna chibi chane lyogi ya wikira sole asenchira yabene nere Barnabas Sondari bakubwata nere Kevin Mogoikondo mwanchi mulielia kyango tranyara asenchira yowenge.
The government of Russia is willing to provide information igoro yo mwana itasakrebe cyasagete ko bakanye gasi koranga mbuya torigeria bagaka batwa device nk'okora bagate yabono tokora muri bisa kwende bakorere cyose mekemerega utogate bantokora igo ngo bagatokorira onyomote do commemorate
amate ya nyagusira Clinton nyapara goikiranie kemira gyo komoenia no nyamaga yo muberoye kobora.
Our mission is to ensure and to promote human rights and gender justice. We do this through various activities so that we ensure that justice is accessible and it is responsive.
Moyega kwaliganirwa lyogo chengera basubati abanachebi nensengima.
We have information that William Ruto has ordered persecution of the Gikuyu, Embu and Meru in Nairobi through brutal, inhuman evictions carried out at night.
Muraibeki amagia DCP rigathigashagwa komochia serikali asogotagora chinsemo Ngokwaligania mwanchi murigeria tusanga sobwamo gwechaka bona iga goika omoelio gwechaka mayaye birebiga nigotoko yachaka kurwa sorogongo rwagusi asengo kumenyebuna enka naboigo ya mate ya Clinton nyapara kurase kenyorokia liateri bomaliba ensemo yebunge ya Bonchari county ya Kisii oyo sireti obugima bwae asense ya Russia asesegi egati yenseyo naboigo Ukraine nigo yesokia nagokora matanga yekegusi yokomoenia oyo mwabo nonyo muberoye tonya gotoka na korentwa inka elindo chekwenigwa oboronge nigo bono basmika omote asegetero mnenchire yemoyo komwa Clinton wasinya gusira Clinton eskoyo moelio maiga yense ya Kenya nere ya Russia gotanyara konyoro muberoye elio orentuinga naboigo kwenigo muliketo weekly forenge nero gotoigorera emesa ya Amayia Ensa Eyemo.
Magiga yo Musa yomo okorokwa Clinton nyapara mogesa kurwa ase kenyorokia liateri bomariba ensemo yebunge ya Bonchari county ya Kisii kosire bugima bwaye asense ya Russia atesegi ya Russia na Ukraine abwasa kete kwerigeria kende kulende gukira bono ego mubiro yotanya koretwa nka bono enka ya yamana abamate nigo beso kire ko mokora matanga yeke gusi abu asbasime komote asegatero kunenchire yemo yoko monyora
njengoro kwa Vincent Mbati igandi ateli ande ninka oyo sirete akoro Clinton yapara rekasene yane iga sirete kitali kemeronge tona ya mumutinyo January alitoko nyori reporting osirira ali Russia asese ya Russia na Ukraine
lakini bono erega sogete bunangu chikwerigeria resiko lakini tachitu kumanyanga gachitu kwerigeria sobwale lakini onyori nga accident ya bero somuchi bono naitu una abaibori gaiga twa temiro kumanyanga yaro twa sinyiru bona yaikire ase twa roringa kitwa sinyiru bona tukotokore kemira rende egere torokoro osomwana obuna achete ondita yomayete na ondita yumata sagu kwera
bona togoteba mune muno mugusi n'abanyakenyoro tigatomoene asenjira yuko simekomote ne kenyoronga Clinton no wale segati
no report ndio sikuru sebale kono twaroranga yaya twagete kireisiko na matuka agendere kogenda kene tikeyo kono twaroranga mbuya elinde tinyale ko togokoro moyega toruka ina aronchi nale gocha goteba
nigo bate babuna mbate makubwatia serikali ili bakonya koleto mabiro ye kurwa asense ya Russia kulende tianyale kana ikiane nake kiabairete bunenka manaba mate kokole kemira yo kumotinde kata iyo
na the government of Russia they willing to information igoro yo mwana utasakure kiasaje ko bakonye gasi to consult abagaka na korano umane we story to karanga umane to kore deki roli ande to karanga mbuya to rigiria bagaka batwa device nganki to kora bagate abono to kora muri bisa kubinde bakorere byo simeke merega utokate banto kora igo igo bago to kora no nyomote do commemorate
no ina serikali to kunyakira mbuya mono se yatema sana go tugwatiringa ngayumubero yokale lakini tekitio nyara matunda igo tugakira serikali mbuya abanyakinyiro mbuya mono sobolemereria asitwale mereri soko butesiga chonsi wikira litukolia lero
tero noni sanduku etworo kinga igagane ne yatemete yatwereza sanduku rende nando twisandika nga igobono yakodire kindi
ono muna morochi twa kore communication ne serikali ya Kenya wetro muchugo ntro Dr. Njoki communication ya butoke na Russia na Kenya that means we have no clear information ngo mwana oyo igo mto ngana kyale ko onyo chete Russia ukusira korokona koreki nasirete
nonye naboni go kubule kwa ruru cha sabasaye kokoro botiki boime ngakichinde chonsi bakwanyorera libaga lyo kugenda chinse cha maiko ele kueligelia nali batari kwanyora aseme chando buna omwana Clinton oyuire tu asese yatamanyeti
bala chinse cha bo arabu ne chinse chinde jesiko entaka tokotebanga ekere we kirego sinense ya Qatar Saudi Arabia go chinse chinde tikagotwara nande birengera libinde binene asenge nchokero kende yo kungusa ebirengera byo kogenda asande n'abandi bari rukibese bakote kunkwenda bari Canada bakoenda bari America osenkwenda bari chinse bune cha Russia igo nige ekobe oborobo nase amate na mwana ekero mwana buno yalengo mwana musawo makobwa tenkenke asenge nchokonye familia yae
nije serikali yense ya Kenya yaburigwe koro isi chinchira chingiya cyo kubanyorera abasaye emirimo imense ya Kenya ndikokeyania ebikoro by'abasaye gwe sokia go cha chinse chisiko ele kueligelia ekiane na ke gekwirira basiri obogima
rwo kuboria serikali yaito ya Kenya asenge nchomoro chenga abana baito niko bakogenda sinze cha maika asenge ncho kwerigeria bono igo tige serikali yaro chinchira cyo kwenyorera abana emere masense ya Kenya erinde ryo tekonyarekana ng'abana bakikwenda kise cyare asenge ncho kosiria magibigima
bono nigo yatigera senke yo nabamate kwiranirira emirimo yabo yakera lituko none chinga kyekyo babere bakomorera omwanchu obo yinko reporter Ensoko TV koro muriba ensemo yebunge abonchali account ya Kisii Eritreane Wycliffe Orenge
hatigana nayo nagosika bosio ebyombe bya basobati bali abanachibina nigo byaliganirie emeyega yo guchingira litko lyabo ensengima ekyombe kyobo mobwe chinse UN ase omusangirikano bo bakorete asomwaka bwekirubere emerongebere noyomo nigo baragerte litko lya lero elyo libe lyo guchingerwa ensengima nekirenga yokuba omoyo nakubasegeta basobati basoe ase bigambero Ensa Eyemo yo gutinya obokoreri ya gatano bono korwa lituko elyo lyabete likobekwa bene mwako yoiga nige kyombe kyobomo bwechinse kegosegeta okobo kobokoreri bwa basubati ase amatongo aito Ensa Eyemo yo goikerania obokoreri gosokorengana ase omubaro bwa basacha n'abasubati no mulikito Vincent Monda agotumanya
Mildred Obura nomo chief magistrate aseri tongolia bosongo gose Kisii Law Courts naende nomo bwatani bwekyombe kya basubati bali abanachibina ensengima rusagia rwa Kenya aseri tukolia lero nigale nomo goko koira libageri eligotomasokelia omukia barobu bune kyombe kya basubati bali abanachibina babwate.
Our mission is to ensure and to promote human rights and gender justice. We do this through various activities so that we ensure that justice is accessible and it is responsive. As an association, we have engaged in various activities, including mentorship, and not just mentorship for young girls, but we have also contributed to mentorship of women magistrates and judges. The association is an association of women judges and magistrates, and we also have a few gentlemen joining us, male judges joining us.
Asemeroberi yabo nigekorenga kwagacha ebinyoro bito ase society elio kero omonto omenyete aroro abwatiri ichiko boikeranu. Article 81 yerichiko ria Kenya rio mwaka bwa 2010 ensemo ya kabere boigo nigegochika amang'ana chenda aikeraniwe ase obokoreri ao ase amatongo egento boigo Mildred agoteba amatongo aito aiga Kenya aikeranirie ekerengeke.
We have complied with the 2/3 gender rule. We have at least attained almost 50% representation of women in the judiciary, and women are constantly being promoted and constantly delivering decisions that are responsive and take care of the local community.
Barobo bona basubati abana chebina nabo bari neki bagochengera litukeli lyabo ebale mutwe kwegerera obwene bw'abantu aselichiko.
We have engaged in various activities. We have gone to the rural areas where we have trained communities on human rights, on gender justice, and we have also trained them on family law, succession matters, and various aspects of the law. We have contributed to gender sensitive laws. We have also contributed to protection of rights of the vulnerable in society, and here we are talking about not just the girl child but the boy child. We are talking about the elderly in society who sometimes are deprived of their rights to property, rights to health. We have protected and promoted the rights of the young mothers and survivors of SGBV. We have been collaborating with various stakeholders in society, so we have not done this on our own. And the judiciary has also been very supportive in this area. So basically, as a member of the association, I pride myself in the fact that we have been able to go to the ground, mashinani, to meet the people and to speak to them, hear their views, appreciate what they feel about the services we deliver as a court, and also ensuring that they understand what we do, the court processes, so that one does not lose on their rights, because even time is a factor when one is seeking justice. So if one does not know their rights, then they are likely to be affected negatively. They are likely to not only lose their property, but their dignity.
Korengana ne kiombe kiabo mu bwechinse UN ekeroto komurekera omubaro bw'abasubati bali barabana chebina ense ya Europe netangaine ase birengo bya 54 asemia yabwatiwa amonense ya America ase birengo bya 50 ya mu asemia chinsemo cha Oceania, Africa na Asia nigo chibwate 30 ya masemia 30 asemia na boiga 29 asemia ebyorokererio kurwebengi yense ase chinse emia yamo 53 ne chinse 25 na mochioka chibwato musubati buno monene bw'abana chebina ose Chief Justice korengana ne kiombe kya Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development ekyo kibwatraneti chinse 35 ekyo chireneganga yogokini birengo by'ubugima ase chinse ekyo nigo kegoteba abasubati nigo bakora goika 33 asemia yoboraya samatongo ye chinse ekyo. Ekiombe kia International Development of Law Organization ase chiripoti chiabo chia kerengaki nigo gekoinyoria buna erigwikerania obokoreri obuyase chikoti cheito goikachenda erigerirwe boikeranu. Ingoripoteri Ensoko TV kure kaunti ya Nyamira Nchengorku Vincent Monda.
Abananchi ba Magwagwa imeye bunge ya North Mugrange County ya Nyamira nigo batwariro kwigwana elio omurobiri bwokwagacha egetigie chigosori yesanige Magwagwa onyare guchakigwa ari mulioka nigo kwigwana okwo kwaba kogoikerwa chinga kia serikali ye county ya Nyamira weteraso mu waziri Bernard Maina we wizara ye chindimero yabake gutwara omurobiri w'abananchi kubwatuka ebirengerere byabo asekeria county ya Nyamira yaganitie oburimo bonyare komentwa ase chinyumba chibiasara kira chigotagurwa awasensemo ya Magwagwa elio goisania oburimo weisaine chieka ikomenemo gokwagacha egetie kyo yechigosori kia esaniyo muri kyoito Steven Nyariki Mbunde na roboti orwe.
nase gikaro gikyo bareta abamenyi bensemo ya mawawa iri gukwanira ubwagachi bwegeti yesanige ase wodi ya mawawa ebunge ya North Mugrango ya Nyamira aigasa abamenyi banjira nakobomo ngatige stadium eyo agachwe ase korende bari babwate kiduka mbara barene stadium kirachigotagurwa bakanwe nibo yabo ogakabicage uyorenge umunyanyimbo mukuru nigo kerekyo boigo habekesege tonga tigabakanwe ngeri yabo iyo babegete inse yekiduke cyo
in truth we are about the stadium munwedero onyenza likumire alia kakitu akane bana maina waziri ayo mwana maomadian kakitu akane kadi mwana ake kumauza huko tuakane mjenga kane kuna kanisa kama sasa kama chaki
esegeteo iyo nero yabekwa sensemo yabangina
bana bari to bwata malimai getega abu ngako utole bana to ganja ko tagana ko ugaji bato compensate but I'm very happy having a compensation is there.
Asensemo yabasaye bakoraona pamira rocho igobere bya bwabekirwe nse hanene mono uborache ko babokoretwa ne stadium yubene
Mwana ashomele tabure pali bure ndio kwa serikali maandiko na imege baje baomba na alimato na wana leto kwa stadium ya Anjeli ingoli kwa isma waziri mojori yeye asimura bekeni yeshia Jawangu na wale walimuone iseli wale basi wanaenda kujia abantu bamagwa bamagende
Asan Nyangawu yokoriye kerogo kyobwe MCA se wodi ya mawawa nigasabirenga abamanyi berichiko banyare koriyelia chinjera cyo koronge title deed chamaremo hayora chigo kunwa iriyo bene kina abamenyi abu konyara ko bale bakwegwa kibesa cyabo bene
lakini abantu bamimba yabana bana kuburina bana gotaho bisimu abantu akane abwati document ngoro wantala Ishmael wuri mu wakiri aba muri abange abaswati abange bari bo wakiri ebiyorebi abana mu bwatane erinde mokonya abantu baito ari asi document kirebo kirosiwe abantu betwanya origendo tari bayigo enamba yende aba waziri baminto project to ko support n'abantu baminto tiramba tebi project nere ebintu bindebya unabona ane ukabako muntu odago kuhuriyo bulimo ane ko kunyara ba develop yenda moko rege ntugeko kwa Ishmael na watu watebya rege ntugukuna joint venture
Ishmael Nyaribo mowakiri yorachi ko babosyo nigo kobomo ara umuroberio yo na kwenekinga abamenyi abo bantiranire nga tigegetie kigesa nigege chakiwe
dispute teyo asokwa gache stadium ya mawawa do you want to there is no dispute oro tigambo ri swali elimo elinde kana boli swali elio to chakiro mbarenga bawatabanga stadium te baisa kwa wachimawa wimukia mabo asante sana taiwana ni
ase wizara yechindemero inse yo mu waziri Bernard Maina na boigo mu chief officer Josephat Gori nigo batabire ngogocha kwegetie kyo nigo korache ko igora hasayo ane nigo bago kiregetambokero kyabamenye abugwanjira na getie kekebeko ase enseme ya mawawa
ekere mechese korwa kegara igikuchwa gachuchi standard kirino na kitimu chikunwa nisiko ya Kenya chacha gucheza ekere kitimu chirichigo chiesa bali mwachire stadium mwekere mepire yero abantu bako babange bali no mubate chi hotel chindagira chikwera
ekere ko nyerigeri buna chorire yari ne chorire ya chorire buna ndumva ndege na BSM ye para ogo chamate ngaiga the main gate yo to kaganga ne skuru gawe
Stephen Nyarikimbone Ensoko TV Mawawa North Mogirango county ya Nyamira
Umurai wense nigara umurubiri wo kubwatuka bene chishea gocha saba Kenya bali baba bakoba bakugura umurubiri oera amatuko amake aeta kolengana no murai wense ekyo ni getambukiro kingenjo ekyagera nigo kiguchia gwikirania emirubiri ya magenderero nabo igogo kyania okuimukia kwa igwechisira korwa ase chinse chiskom abarai baikirana asomorobiri yo ng'amono mu waziri w'ikigancha gya serikali John Mbadi amo nolio gose asarorokana gotogia igitambukiro kyo buna gutomanya umurikito Daniel Omwaga
Ritko erimorioka mayaga yomurai bwense Dr. William Samoei Ruto ugwetie biri ya National Infrastructure Fund na konyekora kwa barichiko imambe ya rero kurwa magacho a Nairobi Security Exchange NSE imeya Westlands Nairobi.
I am very proud of the achievements we have achieved together. I am very happy that we have pushed this securities exchange.
Omurai bwense nigwachaka asokwemukia chishiringi chibilioni Amayia Ensa kurwa ase kampani ya Kenya Pipeline magega ajaba Kenya ao gukora omoroberi ibwo kugora chisha ao kura se kampani ya Kenya Pipeline gukwana n'ababwatani amona barai ao bekana asense meyo omurai bwense William Ruto nigate abange getambo kerekyo nigo kyanya konyirense ya Kenya kurwa kore maria emeradi ao nonyanigo onyatere getambo kerekyo nigo kyo chikoira ense ya Kenya kugendera gusaba madeni kurwa chinse chaisiko.
Without the proceeds of privatization, we would be faced with two difficult choices: either to slow down investment in critical infrastructure or to continue financing commercially viable projects through additional government borrowing. Neither option serves our long-term interests, and both are suboptimal and ultimately counterproductive.
Ruto nigarekana go singerania no muroberi obwato bwasyo kubwa igoromono na nigo bwati ari chiko buna ari bwendrete.
The process has been conducted with full cabinet and parliamentary oversight, public participation, and strict compliance with capital markets, sectoral and competition regulations. In doing so, we have strengthened transparency, accountability, and public confidence in the management and strategic divestiture of government assets.
Gukwana ekerekyo omwaziri we wizara yenibo omoske John Mbadi nigatebure buna ekyo negetamba kereke nego cyase chiro yobonchereria nabo igo negetambukero keratinye obonchereria imeyense ya Kenya.
The finalization of the KPC IPO is a significant milestone that transcends a single transaction or just being a key statistic at the Nairobi Securities Exchange. It is a clear demonstration of the government's commitment in setting our country's sustainable economic foundation and ensuring that we have a nation that stands on stability, fairness, and offering equal opportunities to its people.
Ase ensemo ya ye Faith Boynet uyoro munyakerebo obwe kampani ya Kenya Pipeline nigatebure muna ekyo negetambokero ogyo kwigeka enibo nabo igogo tinya sector yobonchereria imeyense ya Kenya.
Some of you are institutional investors, bringing decades of experience and rigorous analysis to your decision to invest in KPC. We value your confidence and look forward to productive engagement. Some of you are first-time investors, Kenyans who opened CDS accounts specifically for this IPO, who applied through their phones and computers in Kenya's first fully electronic offering. You represent the democratization of wealth that this government has championed.
Bono amaisonsi yaba Kenya nigarigeretie guchikora matunda yegetambo kerekyo anene kero murai bwensare kana gusingira chibese chyo chintanganya irari tkulia rero yaguche kuika asensemo yo kwaga chegeti gye chindege gya Jomo Kenyatta International Airport ine Nairobi murai bwense nechikoba kego ikirana.
Very confident about the future of Kenya.
Amayia Ensa TV Ritariane Daniel Omwaga.
Serikali yobwamo nigo yakora igikaro kia borero ase okurigereria aria baikiranite gati yari baigwananite engaki kia magia ODM na boigo UDA bachitamo umwaka oyetete ikare kiga nigo yakorekana ase nyumba ya KCC miomocho Nairobi nigo kiene kibitambukiro abye magendere serikali yokubwatirana yarire asoko ene kiachi agenda 10 che ikiranigwe abarai nse yobomobu nigo batebire serikali yakorire amange gati yaria akwanerete murikito Edina Mora no roboti urwe igikaro kia serikali yokubwatirana gati kiama kia ODM na UDA nigo gyakorekana ase nyumba ya KICC ritukuria rero asobwa mobo baringe kurigereria ari baikeranirie ase chia chenda chire 10 baigwananite ekero kyugo chamo kwabo inse yo murai nyagusira Raila Odinga.
The 10-point agenda was not imposed on us. The 10-point agenda was our commitment, voluntary commitment between our parties in respect to the people of Kenya. Let me speak specifically to some 6 or 7 critical issues. Number one is inclusivity, and especially the matter of cost of living. The people of Kenya have spoken with clarity on how they want our country to be much more inclusive and for us to be able to have a society that leaves nobody behind. The national debt has been a very big challenge to Kenya. In fact, debt almost brought our country to its knees. We had to intentionally deal with the debt. What have we done on matters to do with debt? Number one, we made sure that we did whatever it took. And I appreciate that I had to make some very difficult decisions for us to be able to escape that. We had to cut down on spending by about 300 billion. We had to remove subsidies on unga. We had to remove subsidies on fuel. We had to eliminate, we had to stall some of our projects because we had to pull back from continuous borrowing.
Umurai Ruto nigaereire chinchira nebitambukiro biria serikali yairire asoko ene kianga esira yense eyo yaringe nene kigima yairanire nse asegitambukiro gyo gukora chinkwana n'abanyasira iryo kurwa chinga kichisaine na koirania esire yonse.
Went to the market in February 2024. We went to the market in February 2025. We went to the market in October 2025, and we went to the market again this February. To do what? To do liability management. The debts that were due next year, we now have no debts due in 2027. We have a small debt due in 2028. Then we will go to 2037. We have reorganized our debt portfolio so that it doesn't threaten our fiscal sustainability.
Nigamenta gotebanga ense ya Kenya tiri guchego kabesa nainde ekiagera nigira chigutumika enibo ya yenyene asogokora magenderero.
We have also decided that we are going to be innovative. We are going to be creative in how we do public assets. It is no longer tenable for us to continue borrowing. That is why we have said we are not taking any borrowing resources unless it is absolutely necessary. I see some people say there has been a disagreement between Kenya and the IMF. There is no disagreement. We have just agreed on what to do. We have agreed that if we need your money, we will come for it. If we don't need it, we will do with the resources we have. I mean, how does that amount to a disagreement? Have alternative instruments of financing our development.
Kuripoteria ETV Yensoko ireta Edina Mora. Abarai korase serikali na balibekia magia ODM Linda Ground niko bakolire gikaro imiyumucho Nairobi asibabikire tene niyo bakoreri bwe serikali korwa esoa a service miaka 3 yaitire abaraya bo nigo batebire kubwatikana no kubwatira noko kwabegetuye na nyagosira Raila Odinga no marayibense Dr. William Ruto Ensa ya Kenya nigegendete buya na nigo ebirengo bya uchumi byabere bigokina abaraya bo bakoragwa no mukonyi bo marayibense Professor Kithure Kindiki nabo igo Oburu Odinga nigo batebire serikali nigegendete gwikirania amagendero okyasaba Kenya gati yabo muswada wa magacho ya magendero uyu murayibense abigitese iritko ligoro uyu batebire uraciye gokonya gwikirania amagendero ase ense nabo igo ase chinsemo murikito Linet Nyambane na roboteri
ase egikaro kia baretamo abaraikurwa ase kia magia ODM na baribe kia magia UDA bari bagusire serikali ime nyumba yemesangrekano aso mucho Nairobi serikali nigo yaereire emeroberio boigo emeremo yaikiranire kurwesoa ase abisi egeka kemia ketato yaetire omokonyi bwo muraibwense Professor Kithure Kindiki nigatogirio muraibwense aso koimukia ebitambukiro ebikongu ebibeire ense ya Kenya kugenderera gukora buya ase uchumi ense egento atebire omuraibwense niganyorete ense tabwati kende naende nigokonye ense ya gure.
Why? Because immediately you were sworn in office, you made very difficult, painful and unpopular decisions that helped bring our economy back on track, including negotiating a G2G arrangement for the supply of crude oil, which was not available in 2022 September. People were queuing to buy petrol. And we saw the escalation of costs of petrol, which is a big contributor to inflation.
Kindiki boigo nigatebire okubwatira nagwe serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ne kiama kia ODM nigo kwereire obogima kwororoba imeyense.
Through your leadership and with the support of the broad-based administration, we've been able to bring down a number of macroeconomic indicators that were affecting our economic environment. Number one, prices of essential commodities that had skyrocketed and therefore influencing the cost of living negatively have been stabilized over time, including unga from 250. Today, unga from 138 shillings going forward, you'll get your unga depending on the type.
Komiti yechi agenda 10 eyo manyekante buna 10-point agenda gekoragwa no munyakerogobo Agnes Zani nigo yatebire umoroberio yo 10-point agenda nigo bekire amachiko buna ense erachigusukwa mutwe ase amatukare bosyo
who have been doing this implementation, and this has to be very clear. Because we cannot then say, between August and now, what has happened to the implementation of the 10-point agenda? It is ongoing, ever has been ongoing, and even from what His Excellency, the Deputy President, has indicated, various issues have been going. But we were given this impetus from a political point of view.
Egati yabaraibe kiamagia ODM awekirana asense meyo nigoba kwanere igoro roboti rwa 10-point agenda.
I'm grateful that it is said that the equitable share of revenue to counties has increased to 385 billion shillings in financial year 2024-2025 to 415 billion shillings in financial year 2025-2026. This is good. And it is projected to rise to 450 billion shillings in 2026 and 2027. We are happy about that. But you know, as I said, we will never stop asking for more.
Mr. President, I want to inform the country that a broad-based government started long before the 10-point agenda came. Mr. President, therefore, it cannot depend, the broad-based arrangement cannot depend on the 10-point agenda. 10-point agenda was meant to strengthen the broad-based arrangement.
Korpoteria en Soko TV, Eritaria ne Linet Nyambane.
Wanchu murigereria korwa soroboti oroni otoko enyodari bagari ogosoa somutumo komukeigo to sukare ekiageranga segekeke kirebosio gwira ntore rinde tokumanye amanga yegende takwanikigwa asorogongo rwa gusigo twesio michituka keigo to koirana ntosanga mange.
Eye Nensoko TV Oboroso Bumugusi.
Asokorigia gokogokia kogosemia nabo igogokomanya ali akorekanire kurwa chinsemo chia Kenya
kurwa sensemo ya siasa chisemi obonchoreria amaganio ali akubwatira ne obugima bwa botambe bwa mwanya bantu Ogonzi kuba togosanga asensemo yeringana rieke moya mwanchu murigeria korigia komanya mangana yeke gusi abego chingencho chae
umerana na inche Frida Kerubo
na inche Clinton Ondigi
tokomanye asemesa ya mangana maya ali akorekanire kurwa ase chinsemecho kera litukoria Jumatano Ensa Eyemo ya mogoroba nabo igo chinsa isato. Eye Nensoko TV Oboroso Bwomogusi.
Obulimira bw'essiro ly'obunda bwense kulenge tali nchirende onsora kurubulimi obiyoke enyolera libaga lya bene kwaegwa migelyo chisemi nobosemia igero y'obulimi bwekerero n'echikolinga
ase obulimi bochete skuru nobotigi bokumerwa mache
tebone ng'ombe bune yengiya
ngale konyana eyinsimegete nterangetia maraba ekonete konya gukina yo kamaraba konya kuyira nganya kwa mabuya
beka chibuti imokio bokombe to semogondo bweli nebisumwime na pathway machine
kile tsukuri Jumaine chinsa ni bere chamurago ba wika chinsa isato asomuro bere oberemi nobotugi ekero ture semia mange kura saberemi chini gongoro kwa pathway machine
asomuro bere boberemi nobotugi ime Nensoko TV Oboroso Bwomogusi. Mrena nabali bechinguru elikwe manyabo na wataka kuchitana nye chense Frida Kerubo, Innocent Onyango, Clinton Ondigi, Diana Ndemo, Ishmael Mogere, Linet Nyambane, Daniel Omwaga, eke nakige kos kiamesa yamangana maya.
Mwanchi murigereria ntobe togwikirana anse chichiro ase tokumurekera ng'aki ebimeri bikorwa ase megondo nabo igo kugwikira aye omwanchi omurigereria ntobe tokurigereria amagori yebimeri guna chinyanya amatoke amarabwani nebinde ebinge igo toskato nyegera gende gotengera egetaseni gya Nensoko TV obona buboroso obomogusi Eliane Kerubo Frida.
Ense ngongo ibere kera etageka na kera ensa amangana maya nigo agwateka nimbe ngotuka gosaka nabo igo gukomanya ayara bega gwateka korwa ase omochomone no Nairobi erietariane Linet Nyambane.
Eye Nensoko TV Oboroso Bwomogusi. Eye Nensoko TV Oboroso Bwomogusi. Mrena nabali bechinguru elikwe manyabo na wataka kuchitana nye chense Frida Kerubo, Innocent Onyango, Clinton Ondigi, Diana Ndemo, Ishmael Mogere, Linet Nyambane, Daniel Omwaga, eke na kigekos kia mesa ya mangana Amayia. Eye Nensoko TV, Oboroso Bumugusi.
Karibu sana umwanchi omurigereria togende gusanga asobwa mwasentunda ya kabere ime ya Amayia Ensoko TV. Maiga yabagaka bagusi kumubekero yo kabero muwaziri w'oburendi bweme Dr. Fred Matiang'i ambako uno monogeri bw'omugusi wananigo morandia Paul Nyamweya esokire na kurubirengeri byaye igoro yingane yo abo asamba mochire ase ogotatwara ebirengeri bya byokobeka ali bagegati yo mugabana Simbarati nemirimo yaye iyo bonogeri eiba moete emyaka ya magega. Onaniga basabira bagaka bagusi gotwara obomo nabo yogosegeta omorembe libaga lyokubatana na abagusi.
Samarieta ngoro kwa Paul Nyamweya Nyangute nje no morandia kurwase orogongoro iga nigo nale koira libageriga koiraneria abantu baito bagusi ngambi ya mono asengenjo ya okwarigania abantu ba siasa bakerengenjo goja gusiga iga kolende bono iga nigo nale gochikoraga ekiara ekiombe ke kiaba gaka bagusi nigo baletiro botutukano bonene asegusi asogotamanya watanana abarai baito bagusi nga oyongendo kiakora no yongiakora bwango iga twanyorete omweshimiwa Simbarati gawaturwa koba omonogeri bwabagusi naende amatuka etanga berega gochimaega gaiga naende tokanyora bakwanire nga oyo korokwa Honorable Fred Matiang'i nga nere omonogeri bwabagusi mangana ya tari bobe abantu ababonsi nabanogeri gotatiga abagaka babagusi batakire bache open bakwaneri ng'aneri asoboronge na gwatana nanga oyo monaro romonogeri bwabagusi mega igagusi na Fred Okengo Matiang'i igaro monogeri bwaba Kenya ekero bakumubeka na gosigatereri goja ngaro monogeri bwabagusi igondo je no gotanda standing mbabwenete kobagana amang'ana ya baerese Fred Matiang'i tari omonogeri bwabagusi igaro monogeri bwaba Kenya abwabagusi bare ime yabo kero tokwana igaro monogeri amongi abanogeri bagusi lakini oreke wange ekiao okonogera aba Kenya bonekero amang'ana ya atari koegwo moroberi omoronge norogerie nyoe na abana baita babake batari ku understand buya bansa korengereri ngaigo omorai obo ori banchete onye Matiang'i ngaigo keiwe ose ori onde nabone gabana ya Kisi barora ngaigo bono nesegiero baraya baito baberonde tayo bwate segi no yonde omojando gorura asaba gaka babagusi bare ko batawasa ko babeka ko ba abanogeri ebarenge batana ne boronge ngaye goro monogeri bwabagusi ase kerengo gyokonogera aba Kenya igaito ko tambu abuno mogusi okonogera aba Kenya na Simbarati no monogeri bwabagusi okonoga gusi igobono abagaka moje mo review your work morigereri buya mumanyanga ninu mwaretire segiere gusi nonye mwana ndonyore torogoma ninu mwareta mang'ana igo amang'ana morigereri buya nabagaka mobesa koreta nande mechande ndego chimotwe chigutwa negente ekemo naende ine erori enkemono ase ebinto byonsi abagaka erori yabe ntang'ani no maintain omorembe okorusha uri abaruo bosemia bori bokonyara kora abarai ababande bonse paka bari chinsemo ibere chiatananekire bakobareta amo na kubabwatani erori yabo tari okobeka chigutwa erori yabo entang'ani no koru guidance yokoru instruction tegera mbabwato bomanyi ng'a kiomugusia amenyete na kiomugusia atakire komenya.
Omo traffic base commander Onyamira Pamela Muita ni gorera araige ikaro kyo gosomia abarundi ya chipikipiki be wadi ya township igoro yugotatumika mariogo yugotindia ekero bakurundia boda boda kaukwane kerekyo Pamela nigo aichanira makweli abwango iga alia hekona ya ongenyo asibara ya ikonge magwagwa asaba na boda boda bane basiria obugima asogotinda na kugendia ebigibigi ase orogendo rwigoro ekero boigo rera bana boda boda batatu bakageire gutumana ekero kyumusabara wa bana boda boda abo ekero basika nene kurwa asensemeli ya center imi kaunti ya Nyamira.
Majina naitwa Pamela Muita, the traffic base commander Nyamira. Siku ya leo nilikuja kwa kikao hichi cha wana boda boda. Nilitaka kuelimisha juu ya usalama barabarani. Sababu saa hii ikiwa ni msimu wa mvua, lazima tukue karibu na wao, tufanye road safety. Ambapo waliniambia leo wako na mkutano hapa, nikasema wacha nikuja niwaongeleshe maneno ya road safety. Na katika hiyo road safety nimewaambia kwamba ni muhimu wakuwe na insurance, wakuwe na driving license, wafahamu maneno ya speed wakiwa barabarani, na waangalie sana sana hii maneno ya ulevi. Ulevi ukiwa unaendesha haitakikani. Nimewahimiza ya kwamba ukiwa umelewa, kama ni lazima na umelewa, usiingie barabarani. Park your motorcycle mpaka wakati utakuwa soba, ujue ya kwamba sasa unaenda kazini, hii ni kazi kama kawaida, ndio uingie barabarani. Waangalie maneno ya wakiwa feeder roads, wakati wana join the main roads, wanajua ni wakati gani wako supposed wa join. Sababu unapata mtu anatoka upande wa feeder road, anaingia tu kwa main road, hajaangalia clearance of the road. Sasa unapata mtu anagongwa.
Marieta mbena diolino munyekero bwo county ite ya Nyamira naende ni no mokorera kumira n'abana bari bonsi asoko amisha naende abantu bari baito balesiko bamanya machiko aria madam pesi abasomirie at least kero muntu abugatie sengenjo kero muntu nabugate haki.
Muraibe kiama gia DCP Rigathi Gachagua nigo ritko riarere sokire na kugikiria bororege korwa kiabonchiria gutagururwa ebibanda byabo chinsemo aime omocho Nairobi higati yabo gutagurwa kwibanda chinsemo cha Githurai 45 Roysambu amona Uhuru Market. Gachagua oyolengamo no mokonyo ye sikiama gia DCP Cleophas Malala James Gakuyu mubunge bwensemo yebunge ya Embakasi North egati ya Baraibandi niga muchiro muraibwense Dr. William Ruto amono mugabana bwi county ya Nairobi Johnson Sakaja asekelianga nigo balingete gusalia ebiasara bigesa kwekemo egento kolengana na Gachagua kegocherera oboene bomwanya bantu.
At the risk of being called tribal, we raise issues of humanitarian concerns that are taking the style of targeted ethnic profiling of the Kikuyu, Embu, and Meru communities in Nairobi that is well calculated to rip them off economically by the Kenya National Highways Authority, the Nairobi Governor Sakaja, and William Ruto. I want to say that what is taking place in Nairobi is ethnic profiling that has targeted the people from the Mount Kenya region for destruction, economic ruin, and improved enrichment. The demolitions of Githurai on the night of 18th February targeted members of the Gikuyu, Embu, and Meru. Again, on the 5th of March, in Roysambu, brutal demolition took place, again targeted the members of the Gikuyu, Embu, and Meru. On 8th March 2026, again, at Uhuru Market, the Mount Kenya traders were targeted. This is persecution of a community. It is ethnic profiling, and it is unacceptable. We are well informed of other targeted areas of demolitions that are predominantly Kikuyu, Meru and Embu traders. These include Tsunami Market in Starehe constituency, Nyayo Market, Kamukuji Market, Ikoba Market, Molem and Set Cotton. We have information that William Ruto has ordered persecution of the Gikuyu, Embu and Meru in Nairobi through brutal, inhuman evictions carried out at night and supervised by armed police officers. If the demolitions are genuine, why are they done under the cover of darkness? If it is genuine that public land and spaces should be vacated, why is Western Hotel standing tall on KCAA land and other properties owned by corrupt city officials and national politicians not touched? At a time when Kenyans are struggling with a harsh economic climate, destroying modest businesses of ordinary traders without offering viable alternatives is both unjust and deeply irresponsible by this brutal regime.
Manje muligereria akora soroboti rwaye Rigathi Gachagua nigo tugwikira omwerio gukumulikira amang'ana Amayia Ensa Eyemo chikoraga chinsa isato ayona mangene nyara senchira iyo wikirano iria nenkerubo Frida nigo ngukwiraniriya mbiamona sukengencho kwabere ko gubwatirana na intwe kutoka chagite gwikira bono iga omwerio nigo tugwatanere Barnabas Sondari nabo igo Kevin Moboya sokene kebona chibicha elio gira gwikira sole asenchira yabene kolendo mwanchi mulia toskale kenda kwego kilimiro bilio migeta senyi yensoko.